Back in 2007, the then Minister Jane Hutt announced some funding to develop transition key working in Wales, and we were asked to help support that development. And we've since 2007 been supporting firstly 5 pilot sites across Wales, which was originally funded by the Welsh Government, and then that was much funded by the European Social Fund Reaching the Heights First Footholds grant programme, and that helped then to fund 15 sites across Wales to develop a model way of working with disabled children and young people, 14 to 25. And we were very pleased when Neath-Port Talbot in particular put a bid through to look at changing the way that they were going to work with young people from 14 upwards, and they were looking at largely a whole system change to support those young people into adulthood, but also including their parents and other professionals who were likely to support them through that difficult time in their lives. And I first came to meet Neath-Port Talbot once they'd actually put in their application to talk through the process with them and about what they were going to do. And since then, when Karen James came into post, she's really transformed the thinking in Neath-Port Talbot and has embraced the person-centred key working approach. And we are now sitting here today in Neath-Port Talbot looking at hopefully the work that's been happening in the county, both in the mainstream setting and also in special schools as well.
I came into post in 2011, and at that point we started a pilot looking at person-centred reviews and introducing key working in our first school, which is Ysgol Maes y Coed. From the learning there, we brought that into the mainstream arena, and I've worked with Sandfields, where Chris Prescott has astoundingly transformed the whole process of the reviews here, and we're really keen to share some of that with you today. The young people have been transformed by their experiences, and we've learned things which we really didn't expect, things which have surprised us. The parents have benefited significantly from having their voices heard, and the approach, which is more of a forward-looking, holistic approach now, which takes into consideration everybody's opinions, has allowed us to plan in a really focused and outcome-focused way. Young people have got true transition plans developing, unlike the past in using the old system for reviews. We feel that our young people are far more prepared to be transitioning from school into the next steps, and the college has also benefited because we have introduced one-page profiles, and we've also introduced new reporting format which we are able to share with them. So the soft information about young people that staff and parents have learnt and know how to make the day work so well for young people isn't lost on transition. From a strategic level, working with partners in the authority, our ABMU Health Board and the social care teams in adult and children's services have supported us significantly, and we've set up a series of meetings where we are looking at planning and tracking for young people. So we're trying to identify the particular young people who need transition key worker support, and through that process we hope to continue to develop a database which we've started developing, which will give us a more informed decision-making process around commissioning and using the Working Together Change model, which we've had a trial. And would like to take that forward so that we can have a more informed commissioning process. In terms of preparing for the individual development plans, we've used as much of the knowledge which is coming out from the trials as possible to build our plan really, so that when the legislation does come in, then hopefully we're we're more ready for it than we would have been otherwise.